If you're like us, looking for every opportunity to take advantage of some outdoor fun, then you'll be so glad you stuck around for more Explore Tulsa.
Downtown Tulsa is well known for its fabulous Art Deco.
And there's so much to see that you can hardly get it all in by just walking around.
That's where Amanda Harris comes in with Segway of Tulsa.
She's giving a whole new meaning to taking in the sights.
Well, when I first learned about the Segways, I ended up taking a vacation to Chicago, and we ended up riding around and taking one of their Segway tours, and it was just one of the most fun experiences that I've had. And so we came back home and we thought, that was a blast, but we really didn't think anything about a business. And then we ended up going on vacation to Canyon City, Colorado. That was a really, really small town that also had a Segway tour business, so that's when we started thinking that maybe this would be something for Tulsa. So Segways work with, they have 5 gyroscopes inside and a circuit board. And all those gyroscopes are continually moving and continually adjusting depending on who's riding it. So the Segway is going to adjust differently to me versus you or versus anybody else. And that's what I think is the most awesome part about the technology, is that it's specific to whoever's on it. It reacts to whoever's on it. The best thing to compare it to is skiing. So if you've ever done water skiing or ever done snow skiing, very similar. You're shifting your weight, you're keeping your knees together, and you're just moving with it, and you're just flowing. You're just going with the flow. Oh man, who buys the Segway? We've had a gentleman from Kingfisher who does meter reading. And so he rides all over there, has the biggest route, and that's how he, that's what he does, is uses it for meter reading. We have another couple, and they actually took theirs to the beaches of Singapore, and they rode them all over Singapore. We've also worked with some local companies, that are getting them for their maintenance departments or maybe for their leads on any projects. Because if you think about it, on a construction site, it's probably the best example. The gathering place, there's a good mile, that those guys are going back and forth. If you could use one of these right up there, you're there in a few minutes, come back and you're plugging it in. These cost 10 cents to charge. If you run that battery all the way down and then you plug it in, it's 10 cents to get it all the way back up. So you're talking about efficiency, you're talking about lower carbon footprints, and just green technology. Tours are really cool. What we do is we start here. We have an awesome park across the street, the Chapman Centennial Park. And what we'll do is we'll get everybody, we'll assign them their Segways, and we'll walk the Segways over to that park. At that point, we just kind of do a one-on-one training and really explain how the Segway moves. So for our Tulsa tour, we go all the way down to One Oak, we go to Guthrie Green, we go to the BOK with a beautiful view of the Brady Theater, going over the Boulder Bridge. And we just really hit the Blue Dome District and really just kind of want to show off Tulsa and show all the things that has happened downtown. I mean, we've really grown, and this is the perfect vehicle to get around and see all that. So far, we've had all ages. Our minimum age is 12 years old. Anyone younger than that, we would have them just ride in the park, so a secure area. But we have people all the way up to, I had my granddad on it, and he's almost 90 years old, So, anybody, if you can walk, if you can balance, then you can ride a Segway. They are a balancing machine, so if you do have any foot problems or you do have any balancing problems, I would strongly suggest not riding one or owning one. I think the whole city is really set up for the Segways. A few years ago, they came through and they made all of the sidewalks ADA accessible. So that enables us to get all over town without any issues. I just think that Tulsa's been waiting for it.